Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of How to Be Seen. I am your host, Dr. Tony SLP, aka Toni Morrison, and I want to welcome you to a very, very, very special Valentine's Day episode. So, happy Valentine's Day! Today's episode also happens to be the season 1 finale, but don't fret. I'll make sure that you have a couple bonus episodes coming your way in between now and the start of season 2. That said, today I want to talk about reframing how we think about love, especially romantic love. So, whether you're partnered or single, this episode is for anyone who's ever felt that they weren't being loved the way they wanted or deserved. Here's the cold, hard truth: it is both scientifically and spiritually impossible for someone to love you the exact way you want them to. I'll repeat that just in case you missed it. It is both scientifically and spiritually impossible for someone to love you exactly the way you want them to. Okay, let me explain, because it's actually not a bad thing. It is, however, more of a powerful invitation for you to deepen your relationship with yourself. So let's dive into the why and how so that you leave today's episode feeling more empowered and loved more than ever. Believe it or not, love actually has both science and spiritual components. So, of course, we're going to start with the science because I just can't help myself. I love grounding these conversations in research, bringing in the facts and figures and the numbers whenever I can. Love is deeply tied to our brain chemistry. When we fall in love or feel love, our brain releases chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin and dopamine. Now, oxytocin, also known as the love hormone, is especially powerful as it fosters connection and trust. But here's the catch: the way these chemicals are triggered varies from person to person based on past experiences, upbringings, and attachment styles. Psychologist Dr. John Bowlby, who developed attachment theory, explained that our early relationships with caregivers actually shape how we seek and perceive love. So let's say you grew up needing verbal affirmations to feel love, such as, "You did a good job. I'm so proud of you. You're so brave." But your partner grew up needing acts of service to feel love, such as being cooked their favorite meal or being tucked in bed at night. You might actually be thinking they don't love you right because it's not what you know, when actually they're loving you the best way they know how. The disconnect isn't a lack of love. It's a difference in love languages and unmet expectations. So you see, science reminds us that no one else can perfectly meet our needs because they're simply just not wired the same way we are. And when we expect someone else to fill in those gaps, we ultimately set ourselves and them up for disappointment. Because the truth is, we are all beautiful, imperfect humans who will at some point or another disappoint someone else. And it's okay because none of us deserve that added pressure. Okay, so now that we've covered the science portion, let's move on to the spiritual component of love. In many spiritual teachings, love is taught as something that flows from within. Whether you look at the Bible, which teaches love thy neighbor as thyself, or Buddhist practices that teach self-compassion as having compassion for others, the message is still the same. True love starts with you. So spiritually speaking, when we expect someone to complete us or fulfill our deepest need, we're placing a burden on them that only our higher selves can truly handle. Think about it. How can someone love you unconditionally if you don't love yourself that way first? Hey there, ladies. Life can be a lot. The deadlines, the demands, the constant hustle. Sometimes it feels like you're running on empty. But what if I told you there's a space just for you? A space to sip, mingle, and recharge. Introducing the Happy Hour Social Series by B.S.E.E.N Social. Every Thursday evening, you'll join an amazing group of women for a 6-week virtual experience unlike anything you've ever tried before. This isn't just another workshop. This is a safe space expertly curated for women like you. So head on over to BeSeenNetwork.com to sign up today because your happiness and your health matter. Okay, now back to the show. When we neglect self-love, we create voids that no partner, no child, no parent, no other person, no matter how amazing, can ever fill. And it's okay because it's not about blaming ourselves or others. It's about understanding that love is a practice and not a transaction. And self-love is the foundation for every other type of love we experience. I can't stress that enough. Now, you might be thinking, Tony, if no one can ever love me the way I want to be loved, what's the point of relationships? I hear you. I hear you. Let's reframe that thought. Relationships aren't about trying to find someone to fill your cup. They're more like having your own cup full so that you can share your overflow with someone else. And when both people are doing just that, that's when something magical happens because the love is actually rooted in freedom and not need. Codependency, control, yeah, those things can get ugly real quick. And we know damn well that's not where we want to be. When we take the pressure off of our partners, friends, or even family to actually complete us, we open ourselves up to more authentic connections. We start to appreciate love in all its forms: the hug of a friend, the love of a child, the joy of a quiet moment alone. It's then that we realize that no one person can meet all of our needs. And it's okay because we're perfectly capable of meeting them ourselves first. So how do we get there? How exactly do we start loving ourselves in the manner of what we've been searching for in others? It's okay. I gotcha. Here are 3 steps to get you started. Number 1, name your needs. Start journaling or write a list and really get clear on what it is you need to feel loved. Is it words of affirmation? Is it quality time? Is it physical touch? Then start doing these things for yourself. Take yourself out to dinner. Visit a museum. Go to the park. Have a solo movie night. And if dinner and a movie on your own is a little too far-fetched for you, take it a little easier and have brunch at a cafe and do an early matinee. Number 2, create self-love rituals. Self-love isn't just a feeling, it's an action. Build rituals into your day that make you feel love. Whether it's a morning affirmation practice or a daily skincare routine you love, or a post-workout dance session to your favorite playlist, just make sure you're getting the love and care you need to feel good, to feel joy. Bring those moments in as much as you can because you deserve love and care every single day. Number 3, practice gratitude for the love all around you. Gratitude shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance. So rather than focusing on the things that you're not getting, focus on love that you already have. Maybe it's the way your best friend always checks in on you. Or maybe it's the love that your little puppy gives to you the moment they see you and treat you like you're the best thing in the world. Gratitude helps us see love everywhere, and it's beautiful. So on this Valentine's Day, I want to challenge you to be your own greatest love. Take yourself out to dinner. Buy yourself your own damn chocolates or flowers. Write a love letter to yourself, or simply look in the mirror and remind yourself that you are more than enough. And remember, the love that you give to yourself is not just a gift to you, it's a gift to everyone around you. Because when you love yourself fully, you show others how to do the same. Look, I even wore my glasses for you today to give my eyeballs a rest from the contacts. That's self-love. It counts. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you leave this episode feeling empowered and loved and ready to embrace the most important relationship you'll ever have of your life, the one with yourself. If you found this episode helpful, feel free to share it with a friend who might need a little extra love today. I love you for listening. Until we meet again, fill your cup first and share from the overflow. Spread love and light wherever you go. See you in the next episode. Bye.